They were a little worried about picking a tanky support into the Trundle because remember his ulti does steal away a lot of those tanky stats. So instead they're going to go for the Superstar, that secondary carry to the Misfits lineup. It was Power of Evil and Kakao that was always getting those early advantages, but they might be able to get one in the ball.
He's going to jump away with the flash, but Handsama on the chase, one more auto, first blood, Misfits, and Samix has to run away.
And now Ori
comes across to help him out. Onto Samix, explosive charge comes out as well, but Hylissang's going to step forward, Handsama's going deep, he wants it, he gets the kill! And won't be able to jump out because he hasn't got the mana, so has to use the heal.
Different direction to come out. Now we do see Chachi moving into the mid lane.
Here comes the equalizer, PoE no mana, Ignat's here as well with Hylissang, Visit Chachi's going to get the damage down with the Flame Spitter, and that's first kill of the game for the Unicorns.
Good punish there from the
out of him a lot, Thaddeus, especially in the UK scene, but hasn't quite looked up to his usual standard. Hylissang's going to get hooked in the bottom lane, explosive charge, Maxwell across the wall, jumps onto Hilly, can't quite get it, but Handsama secures the kill, and that's all 3 kills for the Tristana. The teleport's going to join them up now as Chachi wants to get a piece of this action. So does Exile, he's roamed down. Equalizer just about ticks onto the Misfits. Alfari jumps back, that's a kill. Looking for more as Maxlaw knocks them up. He goes into the passive. Misfits could look for the re-engage. The river as Unicorns now sweep it out.
I love this early vision coming out from Misfits. Already, they're stocking up on control. Let's fight in the top lane.
And Sama does have the jump, the knockback onto Xerxes. Maxlaw's on his way. Ignat's down to half. Maxlaw get with the stretching strike. Pulls back Hylissang as well, and Handsama's going to jump in, exhausted. Maxlaw says no, he jumps straight to the front of the fight, and Hylissang goes down. Handsama on a rampage.
Great response from very good awareness from Misfits during the early game, and now this could be the fight they're looking for.
Hylissang hooked into the midst of the Misfits. Maxlaw jumps forward, lets bounce, he says, and Power of Evil gets his first kill. Maxlaw survives. Exile is a long
Just
way.
wanted to contest the vision against the Unicorns of Love. Exile died 1v1. We'll get to that in a second. Because first we've got to cover this vision.
And the Black Cleaver is incredibly effective. Chachi does have the equalizer back up. Alfari's looking for the chase, about to go mega, dodging the harpoons. Jumps in, has the Gnar, into the wall, up into the building, doesn't connect because the minions got in the way. The equalizer comes out, and now Alfari might need to be a little bit more careful, but he doesn't care. A solo kill for Alfari.
Has flash on the barrel, but he's got no wards left.
Does have a flash, does have the smite, does have Exile on the flank, gets hooked in, that's going to be still alive. He's still alive, has to flash out though, Ignat's so low, 2 kills already in the pit, and the Unicorns of Love are going to clean up. Misfits get the Baron, but they get no one out. Alfari trying to jump away, Samix has the red buff slow, the Gnar knocks him back. Misfits, Samix actually killing people on the back line, all by himself. He joins the fight once again, Chachi's on his way. Misfits are just trying to fight this one out, the TP as well, they want this, they want a grand team fight, Thaddeus. Your predictions are coming true. The root, the knockback, the kills, the Misfits as they clean up after the Baron.
Handsama played that.
Yes, and they've got a 7-kill Handsama. They're looking for this mid lane tower. The hook connects onto Hylissang. His pillar actually locking him out from getting back into base. Maxwell gets knocked in, but Handsama goes legendary. Exile trying to get onto the Trist. Can he take him out? No, he can't. Knocked up, taken down. Double kill. Handsama and the Misfits are going to play clean up crew.
He's going
through the base. He gets the triple. He gets the quadra. Give us a penta. Handsama to start us off. The EULCS quarterfinals start off with a pentakill.
Handsama, my word, you have certainly stepped up in game 1 of this series, getting yourself a pentakill, and we talk about momentum. What better way to build it than this game 1 from Misfits?
A devastating performance by Misfits and a commanding victory for them as they go 1-0 up over the Unicorns of Love.
The analyst desk, I would pick the Lucian into that. I think this is a very risky pick from the side of Unicorns of Love. What I can say is that they are going very Unicorns of Love style.
After so many average splits, we need to look towards that world spot, and we need to play around the mid lane, say Misfits as the knockback onto Exile. He flashes, but it's first blood in the mid lane, and Misfits do exactly what we want them to.
Perfect gang.
Handsama still able to get some damage down, but it's not the early kills we expected to see. Xerxes gets the stretching strike onto PoE, the knockback from Maxlaw, Ignite on Exile. Stand United comes in, the Let's Bounce knocks him back. The TP is going to join the prayers, Alfari's there, Visit Chachi takes down PoE, but Maxlaw and Alfari get one in response. Chachi's going to run away as
Alfari's forced to TP down, but now you've alleviated that pressure mid, and there's a fight happening down bot.
Samix just kills Ignite. It looks like Ignite overstepped, maybe got caught up in a stun lock.
The health, oh hang on, here's that push in mid that we were talking about earlier on.
Knockback from Maxlaw, the stun lock, and that's a kill. Maxlaw secures it.
That was beautiful, Medic. And Medic has more teamfight value, and I think that that's what UOL should play towards right now, teamfight.
Evil looking for the trade, the Culling comes out, Exile has the flash, PoE flashes forward
Ignite's
with the Ignite! Oh, he gets him! That's the reason he tops the charts as a mid laner.
And then all of a sudden, he became overfed, they won the game. So I wouldn't count them out as a plays happening top.
Quickness used by Ignar, the tower there, the TP coming in will come through. The Unicorns of Love want this fight, but Alphari's joined the fray. There's the equalizer as well. Misfits, 1-for-1 trade. Hylissang down as well, and now it's Chachi and Exile all by themselves. Xerxes nowhere to be seen, Exile's dead. Chachi running away from 4 members of Misfits. Ignar cannot land the ground.
The snowball for Power of Evil, and he did just that in game 1. His Zac was extremely important in terms of initiations and setup for the rest of his team, and he's done it. And now he's gotten Power of Evil fed enough that he's able to get another solo kill.
Power of Evil showing, as you said, you know, Maxlaw and Ignar, they don't play together enough.
They don't.
Kakao and Ignar play together so much more. They're so much better. Hylissang's going to get caught out of the exhaust. We're not going to care about that back. The stun lock onto PoE. He tries to dodge away, but Exile's there to get the shutdown, his second kill of the game.
You're really trying hard to deliver.
We'll do it another game. Beforehand, we were saying he hadn't stepped up to the performance we expected from him. He wasn't this top lane solo carry that we wanted him to be as PoE gets some damage back onto Exile. He can't even jump away. It's just unfair as PoE will eventually...
He can actually get out of this. Oh no, he's got
no mana at all. PoE should be able to secure this kill. There is a blue buff on Exile to keep him healthy, but here comes Ignite. He's just going to ignite him and walk away. Jumps in, grand entrance. Exile trying to get a little bit more CS.
Get him!
He gets him. He gets him in the end. 5, 2, and 3 now on that Lucian.
Misfits are grouped on the top side. They're looking towards this Baron.
Hylissang forced back by Hansama and Maxlaw. Lots of damage coming down. The knock-up as well with the Keeper's Verdict and the Charm, the quickness. PoE, another kill for him, and the Misfits will turn their eyes towards the Baron.
Misfits are looking so good in this series. In game 1, they just wanted the scaling. They wanted to play it passive. They found a couple of good early kills because their bottom lane overperformed and punished the mistakes. Now they've had a great early game and they're going for the Baron.
Xerxes looking for the jump in with a knockback. He lets bounce as Chachi joins the fray. A good taunt onto 2. Passive used onto Xerxes. UOL will lose 1 and they'll lose a second as Xerxes goes down. The Misfits team fighting has been sublime throughout this series.
Gotta be honest, Medic, it's much easier when it's 5v3. Unicorns of Love had to try, though. They had to try and stop this Baron, but Misfits are too far ahead. And when you're going up against the Unicorn, those guys definitely know how to fight back. But let's see if Misfits can even close this game out, because they will look to take that first inhibitor.
Inhibitor in mid will fall lower as the Misfits push forward with the Baron buff. 40 seconds remaining on it. They're just waiting until Hansama can step forward once again. This will be the inhibitor falling and then sent Power of Evil down to a separate lane, but Xerxes jumps in. Step of Presence knocks him back. Misfits able to disengage and about to run out. Misfits want another inhibitor off this if they can. It's a 4v5, the stun lock on Hylissang, the stand united, unbreakable. He goes down before Chachi can join, and now Xerxes in the midst, a great route, let's bounce, but he just brings all of Misfits into the rest of his team. Misfits, a triple kill for Alphari, the inhibitor, and perhaps the game.
Misfits look so clean in game 2. 15-4 is the scoreline. Chachi only now arrives.
Exile is able to kill Ignar, but Alphari unkilled this game has been a dominant force for Misfits. They'll take the first Nexus Tower, and they decide to back away. A first blood in the mid lane. The Unicorns unable to respond, but do have scaling on their side. Chachi jumps in. Hylissang there, puts the wall up. Divides his team from the Misfits, but the inhibitor tower will fall, and Misfits want the final inhibitor.
Oh, Unicorns of Love, their backs are against the wall once more. We're not seeing any of the classic Unicorns in game 1 that they say they have been making so far are just not coming to fruition because Misfits just seem to always find an answer.
Xerxes jumps in, can't steal away the Baron. Misfits secure it. Ignar jumps onto the backline. There's the equalizer as well. A double knock-up. Exile trying to get onto any member of Misfits that he can find, but Alphari's godlike, as are the rest of the Misfits. Hansama kills Exile. Samus chucks down some feathers, but they're going to do no damage at all to Misfits, and the Unicorns of Love just trying to retreat up towards the top side of the map. Power of Evil's not going to let them get away. Hylissang dead. Samuk's gone as well. Misfits with the ace, 20 kills to 5. The Nexus towers fall, and this will be the game for the Misfits. They have looked authoritative throughout this win, throughout this series, and they will be one game away from the semi-finals and from Paris.
Well into the Gragas. assuming that the Gragas is in the jungle. We'll have to wait and see as the swaps come out. Well, I naturally think he does very well into a lot of... He will have a lot of value later on into the game, but there's a long way to go until he gets that.
Dodge from Power of Evil into the Shockwave as well, and here comes Maxwell onto Exile. Shadow Assault, they're trying to turn the damage back around. Exile able to escape. Xerxes jumps away as well, and the TP comes in because Hylissang and Samux have joined the fight. Here comes the teleport from Alphari. Misfits want a 5v5 in the mid lane. First blood to PoE, and Samux will fall as well. Misfits with 2 kills in mid.
5 members of Misfits suddenly appear. Here comes Xerxes. He's trying to punish the no flash.
Can't land the stretching strike, the Shockwave on 2, and Maxwell's just around the corner. Let's bounce, brings him back. Here comes the TP and the Tarm Kench. Umbral Trespass onto Exile, but Maxwell kills him. And now we're going to see the UOL re-engaged. Knock back onto PoE. Xerxes jumps in the play, knocks him away. The stretching strike, 2 kills to the Unicorns, and they answer in the mid lane.
Now 5 members of Unicorns. Seed is the one with the number of championship points. We don't have time because the fight's breaking out.
Knock up onto Samux, Umbral Trespass as well. Xerxes and Exile have joined the fight. Maxwell perhaps overextended. Xerxes going to get the knock up. Maxwell knocked back. Xerxes has the flash. Exile going deep, trying to get the kill onto Maxwell. Can't get there in time. He'll jump the wall, but the play backhand Samalo as well. Eventually, Exile will fall and the Misfights will get 1.
Exile, they hold a gold lead, and now Maxwell, he's looking for a gank bot.
Chachi, Alphari there as well. The explosive cast has to flash away from the Cataclysm. Misfits will burn that. Hans Summer's gone on to Exile, though. The Buster Shot will knock him away. Exile trying to escape, but he can't get away from Hans Summer. Another kill for Misfits.
Exile can't afford to be making these mistakes in a crucial
flash away. Both these teams coming into this series with a plan to make Worlds. At the moment, Misfits seem to be on course. The Unicorns need to change some of their priorities. Exile's knocked up. Will Shadow Assault. Maxwell able to continue the jump on. Exile turns it back, but the Umbral Trespass will mean that Exile dies, and now Alphari goes in with the Cataclysm. Devour on Hilly. Here comes the TP. Across the wall, can flash towards the turret, but it's non-existent. Here comes the Abyssal Voyage. Maxwell might get caught out a little bit. Double knock-up with the Blaze Reach. And here comes the Shockwave. Only hits Hylissang. Samux tries to get away, but you can't escape from Hans Sama. Now the Unicorns are in all kinds of hurt. Misfits with a double.
You can see the smiles on the coaching staff of Misfits squad, who are right now taking the Baron. The hook has been landed onto Chachi.
Chachi is going to get locked up across the wall. Here comes Xerxes as well. The Baron's being stopped. Exile jumping in. Can he do something with the Shadow Assault? He's on Hans Sama. He kills him, and Chachi's got away. Max Law looking for the chase. Can't get there. Xerxes is going to get knocked up, and perhaps Misfits can get at least 1 kill out of this. They will kill Xerxes after he goes through the cell division. Alphari secures it. Misfits 8-3 up. 5,000 gold ahead.
Unicorns have loved to stop
the numbers off on the screen. It's what our play-by-plays do, but perhaps it's not, as Exile pops the Shadow Assault. Maxwell's down low. Unicorns looking for the engage off the side. Alphari jumps in. Maxwell there as well. Xerxes with the Let's Bounce. Unicorns trying to find a fight in the mid lane. This has saved them time and time again, but can it save them today? They've lost 1 already, and Alphari wants a little bit more. Hylissang taken low. He pops the thick skin, but Power of Evil pops him. Misfits on the engage. They get a double PoE, and Sama goes in. Can't quite get the kill, but he'll take down Visit. Chachi falls for it, but 4 for 1 in favor of the Misfits.
Misfits get everything. They were able to utilize their own TP plays. They made Hylissang work. But then they found fight after fight, and they're going to find another one.
Hook onto Chachi. Hans Sama just absolutely shredding through the Gragas, and they're looking to shred through these towers as well. The first inhibitor tower, their target. Misfits looking to close this game out in the next couple of minutes.
There's the Nash's Tooth completed on Power of Evil. 3 items done. Inhibitor down. Misfits 5 members strong. They have a minion wave on
Still
the
a minute and a half on it. Vedius as Alphari jumps in. Cataclysm. Shockwave as well does not quite connect, but here's the knock-up onto Exile. He tries to get on the backline, but he's taken out before he can get anywhere near. And this is the second inhibitor tower falling, and perhaps even the game for Misfits.
Everything that Misfits could want, they have. They still have 5 members alive. Only Nexus towers stand in their way. One-year planets, UOL go for a fight.
Hylissang and Samux, this is the last chance saloon for Unicorns, but Ignar wants to re-engage. The TP in behind. The hook does not connect as Hans Sama jumps forward. Alphari there as well does not have the Cataclysm, and it's a 3v4 for the Misfits, but they just keep pushing forward and forward and forward, and the Unicorns have to rampage their way away. The Misfits looking to close out this game, Vedius.
Hans Sama and Ignar, they don't have a chance to go back because of the interrupt from the Unicorns, but Alphari has TP'd back in. Both Power of Evil and Maxlaw are on their way. There's a big minion wave top, super minions in bot and mid. Misfits, they land the hook.
Ignar with another hook. He's hit them time and time again. Xerxes jumps in. Let's Bounce brings back 2 Unicorns and the last stand of this series. Samx has killed Ignar, but here come Maxwell and Albari, the UK duo with the Shockwave PoE joins them up. Chachi's dead, so is Xerxes, so are the Unicorns, and Misfits are going to close out this game. A triple kill for Hans Sammer, and you may call them Misfits, but today they are conquerors as they take down UOL 3-0.